Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. My name is Aboglo, and with me once again is...
Mechlomaniac, hello Internet.
Good day. So, last time we basically finished off what was pretty much the unique Klingon storyline by basically tying up a little bit of loose ends to deal with House Targ?
Yeah, Torg.
Yeah,
I think it was Torg.
Oh, whatever their
Makes
name
me
is.
think the robot from Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, that's a classic Christmas movie that I watch every Christmas.
Sure.
At least the MST3K version.
And then we took basically a bit of a time jump here because, like, the next 10 or so missions were just repeats of missions that we had already done with no real change.
Actually, 15 or so by my count, but
yeah,
we got them done.
It was about 15.
And we gained like 17 levels in the meantime.
Yeah. So I changed myself to be the what do they call this one? The Corsair flight deck cruiser. So it's the second tier of carriers that the Klingons can start using. It's unfortunately a C-store only version. The next level is the first level that you can get a free carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Flight deck cruisers are basically carrier cruiser hybrids. They have cruiser style stats, but have one hangar bay for carrier pets. But as a result, they don't get the sensor analysis ability, and they don't get the weapon targeting buff. Mecha, which one
I'm in a
flying
Katang
right now?
bird of prey. It's just the free one.
It's the free one?
Yeah. I wasn't going to spend money considering you're going to see this thing like once.
Yeah. We may get to the next tier after this episode.
But
and also the C-store variant for you at this level is basically the Defiant clone, because it's the one that gives the quad cannons. Which, to be fair,
I think it's. Let me check on this. I actually think it's the one before this is the quad cannon one.
Oh, so this is the one you wanted, the one at this tier, because it's the one that gives you the subspace jump.
Of course, I can't tell.
Well, also I should probably mention that the C-store versions of the Dyson Science Destroyers came out.
Yes, they did.
There is a $50 3-pack for each faction, or a $100 9-pack that gives you all 9 of them at the same time.
Yeah, I really want that 3-pack, but $50 is a lot.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to
kind
of
saving for PS3.
Yeah. At some point, I'm definitely going to get the 3-pack for the Romulans, but as a result of that, I'm not sure whether I want to just buy the 100-pack, because I may get the Federation one, and if I'm going to get 2 bundles, I might as well get all 3.
Even if you'll never actually use the Klingon one.
Yeah.
But you would essentially be getting the Klingon one for free.
Pretty much, yeah. See, we are currently capped in. So that would be the Katang refit, which gives you the subspace jump console. So the one at this tier is the one you were interested in at some point.
Yeah, but
that console is probably not a great one anyway. But it'll be there for $15 if you decide to get it later.
Like I said, I was figuring I'm going to use this thing once in one episode, maybe 2.
Yeah.
So we're back in the Dominion series.
That's right. We should just at least get this going.
Nah, it's fine. It's not like it's super late.
So this block is Basically, it's just a series of Federation missions that have been slightly retooled to allow Klingons to participate in them. I'm not entirely sure how much they've changed, because some of these missions, while certainly they can be taken as agnostic, some of them are a little strange.
Go rescue the USS Rapier.
Yeah, like that
Filled
one.
with Federation citizens.
That one seems real weird. Did you really?
Hmm?
I picked up the Venture into Deep Space, and it's saying, "Hey, go to." Oh, okay, there we go. Now it's finally recognized that I'm in Cardassian space.
Oh yeah, that's the thing you didn't get to see. The hilariously long detour we have to take to get to Deep Space Nine as a Klingon.
Yeah. So, if you don't have, I think, level 4 marauding, as you can see from the galaxy map that I just pulled up, in order to get into Beta Ursae, normally you'd have to go in through Sirius. Well, Sirius is the Federation's. Okay, hold on. Sirius is the Federation's home system, much like how Omega Leonis is the Klingons' home system. Klingons just can't fly in there unless they have. I'm pretty sure it's level 4 marauding.
Mm-hmm.
So, in order to get into Beta Ursae, you need to fly to Eta Eridani, take the link up into Aurelius, and then fly down from Aurelius. Which,
yeah, it was fun figuring that out the first time.
Yeah. So the only reason that Cryptic was able to take these Dominion ones and make them available to Klingons was because they added this link in a earlier featured episode series.
Mm-hmm. Well, because up there's where the Breen stuff happens.
Yep. And they added a alternate link. They added 2 different links into Aurelius because of that exact reason. Right, there we go.
Plus, you know what? It fits to be able to just kind of chill on Deep Space Nine for everybody.
Yeah. Deep Space Nine was eventually made basically the endgame center of the game. So like a lot of the endgame stuff used to be hubbed here. They aren't really anymore.
No, now it's pretty much the Dyson sphere.
Yeah. All right, where are they?
Because there's a little area you can get.
But they also don't have. Here we go. So you need to head up to operations to talk to Stas.
Stas,
Who is like the tallest Gorn in the entire game.
We'll see about that.
No, I'm pretty sure he's taller than you.
Holy shit, he's taller than me.
Yeah.
No fair.
Yeah. And you maxed out your sliders, right?
I did.
Yeah, he's like at least a full foot taller than you are.
He eats his greens.
He eats his everything.
So now we have to go to the Badlands and...
Like,
I made the joke about getting swept in the Delta Quadrant by an old man, right? Last time we did this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the best thing about Das is that he is also the ambassador.
Stas!
That's also a great name.
I'm sure he's friends with Cobra Commander.
I don't know. I don't think he got along very well with the snake people. It's like they were trying to oust him after all.
Oh, I'm now trying to figure out if there actually was ever a DS or a Star Trek G.I. Joe crossover of some kind. Did that IDW zombie one
Yes, but that they
have G.I. Joe?
Yes, it had.
I mean, that wasn't a real crossover.
Yeah, the first Infestation had both Star Trek and G.I. Joe, but they didn't actually combine the two of them.
Yeah, I know. I was disappointed. I was really hoping to see out of that like an Ecto-1 Transformer and a USS Enterprise Transformer.
Though on the subject of goofy crossovers, I have been seeing some of IDW's advertisements for a few that are actually crossovers, like a X-Files and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds appropriately goofy.
Well, it's the comic Turtles, right? So it's not
Yeah.
as goofy. It's slightly more serious.
Sure, but it's also like the perfect thing for like the X-Files to be looking into.
Yeah, that actually fits with the X-Files and all the weird... Yeah. Of course, I didn't know they were doing X-Files comics.
It's not one of their bigger brands. Like, it's kind of...
It's because the ending, the actual ending to the X-Files show pissed everybody so much.
Well,
pissed everybody off so much they don't really give a crap about it anymore.
Well, they are also clearly doing something different with it, because some of the advertisements that I've seen for some of the X-Files comics that they've done show the lone gunman. So
it's set before season 7 or 10 or however, whenever the show ended.
Whichever one that was.
Whenever they died.
Yeah, like that was.
Spoilers: lone gunmen die.
That was the dumbest thing too, because it was just that was just a nonsense scene too. Like they were just jobbed out. That I think they basically got rid of them because their own side story show didn't do well. Which is a shame, because I really like those guys.
They were funny, but I admittedly never watched the show, because by that point I basically given up on the X-Files.
Yeah, like I wasn't really watching the show that much, but like all the episodes that I really liked in of the X-Files had them, because they were like goofy episodes, like the one where they were on the ship that was stuck in time in the Bermuda Triangle. Where they kept having scenes of them like walking between dividers, which resulted in them going between different time periods. Like the screen would separate, and they would sort of walk in between the separation, and then they would jump between the timelines. I really liked that episode.
It had some episodes. I just kind of gave up on the X-Files after the like umpteenth time of them basically not explaining jack shit.
Yeah, they sort of had the problem of being like too early in the push for like continual storytelling.
No, well, it's half that. It really did break ground for that, but the problem is, by the creators on a mission, they were making crap up as they went along.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that wasn't something I found out until like years later, but still.
All right, so the Corsairs' unique summons that they get are actually kind of terrible. So I'm going to make good use. Oh, I can't do that right now. I'll have to wait until I get out of this mission then. So what they're supposed to be is you can summon 2 drones which will attack enemies with a tachyon beam that drains their shields pretty quickly. Except the drones have no shields, have very little hull, seem to draw aggro real fast no matter what you are doing, or what your allies are doing, are really slow, and have like well, when I use them with the amount of auxiliary energy I have, it ends up being about a 40-second respawn timer. The default respawn timer is like 80 seconds. So they are real bad. That makes me kind of sad.
Sad Baglo is sad.
Yeah. So I'll have to, once this mission ends, change my change the summons I have on this ship. Cause yeah.
Wait till you're here to draw fire for me. I mean, to help destroy these guys.
On the plus side, though, since flight deck cruisers are considered cruisers, they do get the carrier command abilities. Well, they get the carrier command, but they also get the cruiser command abilities.
Nice.
So,
Buffs.
yeah. But the ones that flight deck cruisers get is the one that gives a bonus to shield power, and the one that gives a bonus to threat.
That's right. Keep them off me.
It would probably be a good idea for me to be using that one, but nah.
No, you should use that
No,
one.
I'll just use the shield one instead.
Be my tank. Oh, that's still good.
The nice thing about the one that gives bonus to threat, or even like all the abilities that give bonus threats, is they do also give some additional damage reduction to counteract that, because Star Trek Online doesn't really have your the sort of threat and tanking mechanics that you think you would have for your fairly typical MMO. Because it's all about starships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So as a result, they do have abilities that will boost the amount of threat that you generate, and they also those abilities then give you some bonus damage reduction to counteract the fact that you are going to be generating so much more threat, and thus getting more of the attacks on you. So it's nice that they do that at least. But like their whole tanking system is still kind of a massive crutch and doesn't really always work very well. But yeah, that's alright. Oh yeah, and at the tier that I'm at, in fact, at the level that I just was, level 37, is the level that you unlock Photonic Fleet at, so that is a great ability. And yeah, the Photonic Capacitors trait is really, really useful. Being able to pull off Photonic Fleet pretty regularly is very, very useful.
That's what I do in my Romulan.
Yeah. That's what I do on mine now as well. I need to do more stuff with my Romulan to get him geared up. Yeah. This weekend, by the time this episode comes up, it's going to be too late for it to really matter for folks, but this weekend is a bonus marks weekend. I should probably do some stuff, like some of the Romulan stuff on my main character to build up their marks. And I should probably do a bunch of Dyson stuff on my Romulan to stockpile those. Dyson or Omega Reputation. Although I should probably also do some Omega Rep stuff on my main character as well, because there's a bunch of those things that I want to unlock, want to purchase for some of my ships. Like I kind of want to get the Mark 12 Omega set for my more DPS oriented builds. Since it's kind of a escorty style of equipment. So something like that for like my Avenger probably be pretty good. But I'll Well, see if I end up having the time. Um, maxing out Romulan rep on someone is something I should do, and it probably should be my main, just so that, he's got everything maxed out.
On the other hand, it's most fitting
it's
if you do it
definitely most fitting if I do it on my Romulan, and the equipment that is on the Romulan reputation is very, very useful to my Romulan character. Whereas,
whoops, too close to the exploding battleship.
Don't be right next to an exploding battleship. It's not good for your health.
You know, I'm just gonna beam down there, and I'm sure when we get back, it'll all be fine. Let's take Ballara 2.
Take our Ballara 2.
And Ballara 2. Actually, need to look mine up. I didn't think about that. I forgot. I leveled my Kagan.
Yeah. Also, I should probably mention that Cryptic has recently announced that for folks who came to the anniversary event a little late and weren't able to complete it, although you still have a little bit of time if you've already started, they are planning on releasing the anniversary version of the Dyson Science Destroyer on the Lobby store for 600 crystals. So that way, even if you were to come by a little late and miss doing the reputation grind for the ship, you still can get both 4-piece set bonuses. You just need to spend 600 Lobby, which actually is quite a lot. I mean, that's cheaper than other ships on the Lobby store. The normal price for a full-scale ship on the Lobby store is 800.
Yeah.
But
you're still getting the ship.
Still getting the ship,
even if it's. Yeah. Also, I don't know if you can zoom in, but I'm using the.
You're using the
vintage Klingon disruptor
looks
pistol.
So tiny in your hands, like it is not scaled at all.
Yep. Yeah, well, I just finished the Davidian thing, and that was an option. I said, I'll grab this just because.
Yeah, I grabbed that one as well.
I use the Federation rifle last.
Yeah, I normally get that one. Although the Federation phaser is also pretty nice. Really though, like they're all basically the same. It's just a matter of.
Yeah.
So I wonder how different this guy will react to being saved by a bunch of Klingons. Huh.
Apparently
well,
not at all.
He does call out that we're armed as opposed to the way it was with the Federation. I think he is actually trying to appease us by saying, hey, if you don't do anything to us, I'll give you these weapons, instead of appealing to the Federation values.
Pew 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 pew.
That gun looks so goofy in your hand.
It does. For Arkham, I'm using a pistol on my Romulan too, just because it's like I got a Mark 12 one.
Well, really, there's when they did the redesign on the weapon types, there's basically no real reason to not use any weapon that you think looks cool, or I guess to be more accurate, that you get for whatever thing is going on. Like they actually tend to release most of the like the set weapons as rifles, which really makes sense, but
yeah, considering it's supposed to be an equipment set of going into combat,
I think the only
it's like send a SWAT team in armed with just sidearms. I think. I've never been a military tactician. I don't know.
If they're gonna be using stuff like that, they'd be.
Unless playing StarCraft. If
they're gonna be giving them smaller arms than a rifle, they'd be probably giving them a submachine gun. But
and then they give them two, and they dual wield them without any problems with recoil, right?
Yeah.
That's how real life works.
Yes. let's just go with that.
Okay.
I think the only ground gear set that gives not a rifle. Oh, there you go. Is the Tholian one, which gives you a sword. Oh, here he goes. He's actually recognizing he is
Sword.
going to be like
Yeah, he says he's gonna be
we're
a
going to take him
Klingon prisoner.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So I think we head back this way.
Yeah.
Um,
Are we actually gonna keep the weapons this time or no?
the mission objective still says sabotage true-way weaponry. So
Man, we could use those things. And I want Genesis. Give me Genesis.
wow. Okay, those plasma grenades were pretty ruinous.
Yep. That's right, Riker. You punched the hell out of that turret.
Yeah, you and your buddy are both down.
Oh.
No,
Are you not over here?
I'm running back from the start.
Oh, well.
And yeah, and
Oh, you died
hopefully
too.
my
Okay,
bridge
remember
officers
that.
are following. They seem to be a little stuck. Well,
They're following.
they're following now.
I don't know how fast they're following, but they're following.
So what was I gonna say? Actually, let me. I
42.
think I can take a quick look here
Have you
while
seen
I'm
Wrath of Khan
waiting.
yet?
No,
Gotta get on that, man.
no, I can't actually. I don't have the because I'm not max level, so I don't see the other reputations. I know the Romulan reputation has a plasma flamethrower in there,
That sounds
but I
pretty
don't
awesome.
I don't think it's part of a set. I think it's just an individual weapon.
Yeah, I was just using the pistol on my Romulan because I got a free one with the free gifts when you start a Dyson project. It's really nice.
Yeah, that setup is really great because all those boxes will give you random items that you get from the Dyson stores, and as you level up the tiers, you automatically get it actually automatically unlocks the Dyson stores.
Nice.
You don't have to do a project to give you access to them like you do with the other reputations. So yeah, the way the Dyson system is set up is really, really well done. It's unfortunate that Cryptic is unlikely to retrofit the old ones to that style, but they should. But they are likely to use that same structure for all future reputations, which is really, really nice. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next.
Playable Cardassians.
I do
my
know that
theory.
they said that is something that they have a plan for, seeing how how well the Romulans were received. A playable Cardassian faction would probably require a little bit more work than the Romulan ones do, though, because they would need to do a lot more work on ship options.
Yeah, and missions.
Yes, and missions. Like right now, the excuse me. Right now, the Cardassians only really have like 2 or 3 ships.
Yeah.
And one of them is already a lockbox prize ship. So that doesn't give a whole lot of options to just the Cardassians.
Playable Borg faction.
That is another thing that they've also said that they were looking into, like a faction of liberated Borg, like the Hugh stuff.
I want to play lore. Like, play mass-produced datas.
That seems like a terrible idea. Also, CBS has kiboshed the possibility of that entirely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if they actually
Cryptic
did
had-
mass-produced datas, they would have to pay Brent Spiner, like, massive royalties, I think.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily think so, because I would imagine that logically, if they were able to mass produce the positronic brain, they would start making different designs.
True.
Like, I'm pretty sure that if they were able to start making lots of datas, they wouldn't just make more data. They'd probably.
Look, I want to see more Brent Spiner in my life.
Well, yes. I'm not suggesting otherwise, but I'm pretty sure that in the universe, if they were able to do that, they wouldn't just make everyone look like Data.
Yeah, well, they had
sure-
that one episode where Data made a daughter, and it didn't look like Brent Spiner.
Yeah.
Even though it should have, I would have loved to have seen Brent Spiner interact. It would have been hilarious.
That would have been pretty goofy, yeah.
He actually had
yeah,
a web series. It's pretty amusing.
Yeah, CBS. So Cryptic had wanted to have an Android option for bridge officers and for captains for a while, and the CBS executives kiboshed them being able to do a positronic brain style one. So that's why the Android bridge officer you can get as a special thing. I think it's a veteran. I think you can get them as one of the veteran rewards. That's why those options are very blatantly non-human. Like they look robotic.
Yeah, like C-3PO.
A little bit more.
Well, not C-3PO, but
a little bit more human than that. But like they are, like they have like obvious exposed wiring and gears. I could show you some pictures later, and I'll probably attach one to the video just to show it off. Yes, but yeah, so that's why not only do they look blatantly non-human, but if Cryptic ever does implement that system that they wanted to do, where where you can upgrade a bridge officer to a playable captain, they have up and said ahead of time that the androids will not be eligible for that through any means.
sad.
Yeah. That's kind of lame, but I mean that's.
And I'm sure CBS has their reasons. They might not be good ones, but they probably have them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the point, really.
I generally find all. And this is not just directed at CBS, but I generally find all complaints from executives about hurting the brand to be kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Some of the crap I mean, as far as talking about concepts rather than quality, because I mean, really, using Star Trek as an example, I guess, if Star Trek Nemesis and Star Trek V and Star Trek Enterprise and some more episodes of Voyager didn't hurt the franchise that much, don't think having playable data in a video game is going to be that bad.
Yeah, it's a little strange. Like it's a little strange to think that they actually are a little worked up about.
Yeah, and again, that's not like just CBS's thing, because I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who else has done stuff like that recently?
Like some of the another thing that's kind of goofy is as well the whole thing about like non-factional ships. And so the reason why a lot of the more fanciful ships are on lockboxes or are on like the long 25-day unlock cycles, um, is because Cryptic wants them to be made rare, so that it's not just the impression that Federation captains are flying Hirogen battle cruisers or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so that's why they will be the low chance prize winnings of a lockbox, or you need to do a 40-day or however many day reputation grind in order to get access to them. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yay, victory's ours.
Yep, so now we're going to go into the wormhole and save the Rapier.
Oh, is that one next? Oh, that one is next.
That one is next. Did they give me... Oh, hey, they gave me a new... What? Can I... Why is it not letting me use the kit I just got?
Because it hates you.
Well, yeah. I'll wait until I get on.
Apparently the reason we're doing this is because we want to get insights into the Federation ship design, because the Rapier was new 6 years ago.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah. Let's go with that.
It's good an excuse as any. Meanwhile, I will equip my kit. Why can I not equip my kit?
Haha! We may have to wait until we get on.
Okay, no, it worked fine once I actually went to the menu and did it.
There. Yeah, I just went and used the the loadouts thing to.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
All right. It's good to have some new heal abilities now. I mean, I had that old kit for a long time. Alright, and while we're flying towards the wormhole, let's just clean out some of my junk.
That's what I'm doing. I warped in right near an Excelsior.
Ah, nice.
Excelsior!
Yeah, the Excelsior is a pretty nice design in the game.
I'd have to name it the USS Stanley.
Yeah, you would.
Of course I would. So would everybody.
Alright. Entering the wormhole. Well, it's not even here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because it's a
Yeah.
it's a region-based thing and not a time-based thing. Yeah, it just assumes that you will wait until the
Go
wormhole.
into the wormhole.
Yeah, and really, technically, it opens up. Well, both at set intervals and when someone gets close to it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Anyway, still going through inventory.
Oh, and I forgot to equip the other ships too. I wonder if I can.
Whoops.
Oh no, I don't think I can just. I won't be able to just buy another one because I could buy a new set of generic ones for credits, but I'd have to go back to the station to do that. So whatever, I'll wait again.
It's okay. It's not like we're having a hard time.
Yeah, at the levels that we are, it's really just more of an annoyance. All these missions are designed for unoptimized low gear pilots and ship.
To be fair, I am unoptimized low gear. Okay, let's get to killing.
Yeah.
Alright, chums, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. Because I did just kind of rush in there and start shooting.
Well, with the type of ship that you are, like that's
what I do.
Yeah, run in there with cannon scatter volley or rapid fire. Like if you want to.
I'm using rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire is to alpha strike one enemy, but if you were sort of diving into a group of enemy ships, then running in with scatter volley means you can start blasting all of them and do.
Also attack pattern Omega.
Yeah.
Attack pattern Omega is fun times.
Yeah. So which one is Omega again? That's the
damage buff.
Yeah. Well, two of the attack patterns are damage buffs.
Well,
but
damage buff, damage resistance buff, flight speed buff, turn rate buff.
Yeah.
Immediate movement debuffs, immediate disable debuffs, immediate teleport.
Yeah.
It is happy times. Unfortunately, it's got a 2-minute cooldown.
Oh, you need to upgrade that one.
I should. Actually, now that you mention, I realize I haven't done any traits at all.
Whoops. Yeah, because the default cooldown time on all the attack patterns is 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure that also counts for Omega.
Actually, wait a minute. Do I have it? Oh, I didn't upgrade. Whoops!
Yeah.
I feel stupid.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, well, once we get out of this fight, I'll go upgrade. I thought I did that, too.
Whoops.
Oh, that would have made, my life easier since this last episode.
Yeah, having that one be on a much lower cooldown would definitely help you a lot.
Whoops. I do silly things sometimes. In fact, I should probably upgrade his attack parent Delta also.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that one's just...
And we are at...
I don't use that one too much, but...
Yeah. And we are at a level where we can basically spend all of our expertise on upgrading bridge officers.
Yep. Okay, good job, Kagan. You're upgraded.
It's really only for the first 10 or 20 levels that you have to be a little careful about how you upgrade your bridge officer powers. Once you get to 30, 40 and higher, you're kind of leaking expertise out your ears. Once you get to level 50, all experiences you pick up gets converted into expertise. Once you reach the level cap. So you tend to be it tends to literally be oozing out your ears. You have a lot of expertise.
Apparently it's still a minute though to cool down.
Really? That's strange.
Yeah.
I swear that one. Well, Omega is also still really good, so maybe that one by itself is actually a longer cooldown than the others.
As his Delta's also, actually Delta's 50 seconds.
Should probably start replacing the dual beam banks on this ship with regular beam banks.
Beam bank.
It's just because as a carrier, I'm more likely going to be doing circle strafing of enemies.
Yeah.
And it's better to have the 270-degree firing arc of the beam bank than having the 90-degree firing arc of the dual beam bank. Especially since yes, the dual beam bank deals more damage, but if you're not going to be pointing towards an enemy all the time, then no point in having that limitation. Whereas for you, you turn real fast. What did you do?
I disconnected from the server.
Whoops. You probably shouldn't do that.
Well, it's not like I could help it. I mean, I'm still talking to you, so...
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right,
Just put up a technical difficulty sign and play elevator music. That's what everyone else does.
well, it's a good thing that my video is the one that's being recorded.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, like your ship, since you have a high turn rate and a fast speed, you're designed to point and turn, and
Mm-hmm.
do flybys at the enemy.
Point all the death in front of you.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good way to
Nope.
go about it.
Yep. It's like playing a starfighter.
Yeah, and a lot of the escorts are kind of designed in that manner. Well, I mean, your your birds of prey are pretty much designed just like that. They're just
Yep.
bigger ships.
Slightly. Not really, but I mean, yeah, they are, but they're still pretty tiny.
Yeah.
No, I'm still connecting.
That's good. In one of the carriers, which I think is the the free one at the next level, the Vokuv. One of the carrier pet options you can buy for it is birds of prey. So you can have birds of prey summoned from the carrier as pets and be in a party with another captain who is flying a bird of prey.
Are they the like rank 1 ones? The tier 1 ones?
Let me see if I can. Should say here actually if I look in the dilithium store. The B Rolfel. Rolf? Alright.
Burrell?
No. ROLT. Oh, what was that again?
I have no idea which one that is.
ROTLH.
No idea which one that is.
Okay, yeah, they need to be on the Vokuv.
Anyway. I'll be back in there in just a second, hopefully.
And
Okay, yeah,
there you
there
are.
I am. Send me an invite.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that ship that they summon is the alternate tier 1. So yeah, so it's the C-store alternate of. Oh, yep, there you are. Yeah, so it's the C-store alternate of the tier 1 bird of prey.
Oh, okay. Which is the one we were using before. Okay, now let's go kill some
things. Is it
things.
saying that you are at 4 or 5 anomalies scanned? Excellent.
Yep. Leroy Jenkins, etc., etc.
So at the next rank tier, I should at least show off the Vokuv for a bit. I don't know if I'll buy the alternate. The C-store alternate carrier at that level is another flight deck carrier, which actually has an interesting ability. It uses a special ship called the Marauding Force, which basically acts like a summonable and always usable version of boarding party, which is a engineering bridge officer ability, which
I'll show it off. It's not
I have
great for me.
Yeah,
but...
I have boarding party 3 on one of my guys. What boarding party is it sends a set of ships to the towards the targeted enemy. If the shuttles that it sends are targetable, and but if they are whoops.
Whoop. Yeah, my volume just got shot way up.
No,
it's fine now.
If the shuttles are not destroyed by the time they reach the enemy, they basically break into the enemy ship, and after a few seconds, cause a debuff per shuttle that manages to reach the enemy ship.
Yeah, it's annoying.
They're very annoying. So the fact that Marauding Force kind of acts like a permanent quote-unquote version of that as a summonable ship is pretty effective. I think you can put Marauding Force into any KDF carrier as well. So if I bought that, I could still put them into the Vokuv. I'd have to look into that. But that ship, it would be a $20 ship, and then the C Store one for level 50 is a Carfi battle carrier, which is basically the designs that we saw a few mission sets ago, which is pretty interesting actually. Like I think it's kind of cool that they did that. That was one of the first. It was actually one of the first C Store ships added, especially for the Klingons. And actually, no, I wouldn't even need to buy it. Actually, I think I could actually get that one for free with my veteran token. So that would be handy.
Yeah. Space Devil ship.
Yeah, and it is big. It is one of the biggest ships in the entire game. I think pretty sure the Scimitar is bigger than it now. But I think the Carfi is still bigger than the Jem'Hadar Dreadnought carrier, which is also a pretty massive ship. Alright, so we've blown up all the Jem'Hadar that were surrounding the Rapier.
That means we can finally go save the Rapier. By save, I mean steal it.
Yeah. Our computer should be able to brute force out a transporter frequency that will allow us to beam through the ship's shields. Something that has never ever come up before. Oh, okay. Now if you're taking your 2 tactical guys, I should probably take...
Nah, we don't need science. You're science. You can be science.
No, I'd take this guy.
I can be engineering.
No, because this guy has generator summons, which would be very useful. Like he has
I should
both.
probably see what that kid I got gave me.
Yeah, you probably should.
Well, I haven't been on foot since we did that mission like 20 minutes ago. I didn't need to know until now.
Are you loading in, or?
I think so.
Okay.
The server seems to maybe not want me to play tonight.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, yep. You just disconnected.
Did I disconnect again? Lovely.
Yeah. I mean, I saw you. Like you got added to the zone. Like you got added to my party, and then it just says you logged off.
Technical difficulties. Alternately, my roommate's streaming Netflix. Shake fist.
Shake.
Except she's always streaming Netflix and it hasn't really been a problem before, so I don't know what that. Well, you go on, you save the people. I'll be there in a minute.
Alright, I guess.
I have Legos to keep me busy.
I'll just run in and beat up a bunch of Jem'Hadar then.
Even though, you know, there are no Lego Star Trek things.
No,
Well,
there's
yes, there's Creo.
Yeah, there's Creo, which is not Lego.
Totally not Lego.
Totally not Lego.
Nope.
Nope.
Shouldn't
Shouldn't
that time I
confuse
was
them.
able to go right back in. Nope, totally not
Excellent.
Lego at all.
The mission objective is now to capture the survivors.
Okay, here I am. We're good.
Yay! Yep, there you are.
So we can kill the Gemini, right?
That's
They're
right.
not survivors.
Yep, they are not prisoners. They are just just jerks. Of course, it still says untie hostage, which, you know, if we're going to keep them
Well,
captive.
we're it's easier to keep them captive on our ship.
Yep.
Pew 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 pew. I should at least be dual wielding these things.
Yeah, you probably should. Alright, so that's all the hostages that we have now captured.
Yay! Now let's find and capture Vorta, who we will never see again.
At least not in this series, because I don't think we'll bother doing the.
Nah, we already did all that.
Yeah, there's not really any reason for us to go and do that set again, because it will actually be the same, because it was it was designed to be a faction agnostic featured episode series. It's just these missions that are leading up to that are a little different because Cryptic needed a few extra missions to round out the Klingon leveling path.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that's what this kid does. I get seeker drones.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the seeker drone is pretty good.
Seeker drone fabrication, combat supply, quantum mortar fabrication, and shield recharge 3.
Combat supply, I think, is now actually pretty good. In the next big fight, you should drop it down because I think they've changed it so that it works like the buffs at the battleground.
Okay, let me do that. And what was the other one?
In fact, here you can
Shield recharge 3. I already have that one. Okay, cool.
you can just run up here and
Combat supply.
yeah, plunk down combat supply. Yeah, because if it
Blunk blunk.
yep, so you can see that it summoned a bunch of these.
Quantum mortar.
So this box here will every now and then spit out some of these buffs, which is a mechanic that Cryptic added during the season 8 stuff on the battleground in the Dyson Sphere, which is a really neat mechanic.
Try to lure them out here.
Okay.
I want to see if the mortar works.
Oh, I saw it shooting at someone inside.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind then. We don't need to lure them out there. I wasn't sure on the range of it.
Oh, the range on the mortar is pretty good.
You have another one?
Like, okay,
Down right here.
Yep. So that was the mortar.
Excellent. Yeah, I like that.
I was saying, hey, I'll give you the command code, just don't kill me. And we're like, command code?
Okay, we won't kill you. Yeah, same stuff before,
Yeah.
tell us about stuff.
Anyway, yep, so we'll...
Leave
Now-
the pansy alone.
Because he's a wuss.
We want the ship. We don't really care about the Vorta.
Yeah, he just happens to be here.
Jump. Jump. Jump.
Take the turbo lift.
Turbo lift.
Now we're going to...
Secure the bridge.
We're going to capture the bridge and have ourselves a Federation starship. Yeah, the combat supply used to be a lot worse. Like what it did, I think. Well, for a period of time, what it did was it basically spawned temporary consumables in your inventory, which like
That would be annoying as far as middle combat goes.
Yeah, like that was pretty dumb. What did they do after that? I can't remember what they did after that. But they changed it to something else that was not very good either. And now,
I'm throwing it down again, so
okay.
grab what you need.
And now they've made it this setup where it spawns these Dyson buffs, which is pretty great.
Got my mortar too. I like the mortar. Actually, I like this kit a lot.
Yeah, I really like. Well, I don't use one that has combat supply on it. The kit I'm using right now is one that has summon seeker drone, phaser turret generation.
One out. Now disappears if I.
Oh yeah,
stun
yeah,
another.
yeah. You can only have one out at a time.
Oh well.
Yeah, so the one I'm using on my main character is phaser turret fabrication, mortar turret fabrication, uh, quick fix, secret drone spawn, and what is the last one on it? Maybe cover shield. I can't remember if cover shield is one you get by default or not. Alright, so we've now taken over the ship.
Yep, it's gonna apparently remotely follow us. Because we can do that.
Yep. Well, I mean, it is computer controlled anyway, so.
You guys can die now.
Yep. I've got a pretty nice set of abilities on my main character's kit. I'm still hoping, though, Cryptic has said that they want to redo kits so that it's more customizable. Like, it would be more modularized, so you would have sort of a system sort of like what the trade system is. You would have power slots, and then you would just slot powers into them. I would really like that, but they have kind of technically been doubling down a little bit on the current kit system with some of the things that they've been doing lately. But I think that's also a matter of they need to they still need to maintain the system that they have right now until they can put out the new one.
Yeah, they can't just totally abandon it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Yeah, I think I disconnected again.
Ah, my goodness.
I know, it's really annoying. I don't know what it is.
Yep, you just left the team
I'll
again.
be right back.
It's a good thing that the camera's following me, I guess.
Yeah, otherwise I'd have to do a bunch of editing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's load me back in. I don't know what's up with it, but maybe it's because my roommate is streaming this.
Well, it's a possibility. And to use in...
Well, it's weird because last two times it happened, it's been on basically area transition type things.
Yeah, I mean, if you are... Like, if someone else is using a lot of bandwidth, then, you disconnecting because of a loss of bandwidth is something that makes sense.
I don't think it's that, because, I mean, she streams Netflix a lot, so it's odds are she's been doing it like in her previous Let's Plays, too. Where we had problems before.
Yeah. I don't know. At least you're...
She watches every weird, like, crime, drama, and documentary she can find, so... She watched Elementary, then she watched Sherlock, then she watched Elementary again, then she watched Sherlock again. It's funny.
Oh, Elementary is a pretty good show.
Well, I've heard Sherlock's a pretty good show.
Yeah, I've been hearing that as well. I just haven't gotten around to actually watching any of it.
Oh, there's only like 9 episodes, man. They're just an hour and a half long each.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I haven't watched either. Admittedly, I'm not one for crime shows, which I'm sure we probably went over like last time.
Not last time, but like one of the
time before that, something like that. I remember us talking about crime drama shows.
Yeah. All right, we shouldn't be going too fast because we still need to.
Oh, it'll catch up.
Yeah, thankfully this is not one of those escorts where it will stop if it gets too far away from us. So if we just run up and kill all the enemies that'll be in the way, it will eventually make it to the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the Jem'Hadar are going to be coming from the other way. It's not like they live there.
Yeah.
Cloaking, cloaking.
Yeah, I don't get any cloaking on this ship. I think the Vokuv actually does have cloaking, which is pretty goofy. Not battle cloak, obviously, but I think it can cloak and then go into battle. It's a reduced effectiveness one if it does have one. The Fortescue is the same way. Like it does have it does actually have the cloaking shield, but it's like an 80% strength one because it is a pretty massive ship.
Yeah.
So it's neat that Cryptic did do that though.
I just found it funny how in Star Trek they had trouble cloaking bigger things, in Star Wars they had trouble cloaking smaller things.
It's just a matter of where the technology in each of them is. Like in Star Wars,
Yeah.
the issue is the power requirements. So as a result, if you're needing large generators in order to cloak something, then you need to be able to find a way to miniaturize those generators in order to be able to install it on smaller and smaller things.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas it seems like the technology has advanced in such a way in Star Trek where it's not so much that it's the power requirements, but being able to apply that to the full thing.
Yeah, because Star Trek uses basically matter-antimatter reactors, which are, as far as goofy science fiction science goes, pretty good power generators.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
I have absolutely no idea what Star Wars uses, because Star Wars isn't really
yeah, they don't talk about that too much.
Yeah, Star Wars isn't that kind of sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's more sci-fantasy.
Yeah.
But with having, like, magic.
Well, that's what makes it fantasy.
I've been hearing a lot about the new Star Wars cartoon movie, Rebels. It's pretty good.
Oh, I think I'm now
Very,
getting the connection
very
issues.
character-driven. That's what it sounded like. Like, they got a lot of... And the crew they have is really interesting.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
Uh-oh. I seem to have lost contact with them. Oh, now he disconnected. This will make interesting commentary. Because I'm sure he's talking on his end too, so he's probably going to have to cut a bunch of this.
Hey, well, I don't know what you did, Mecha, but apparently I was having
Yeah, how
similar
are you
issue.
feeling your end?
Well, it's not like it's the first time that's happened.
Yeah, I know. Are you at the end of the mission at least?
Yeah, it says it's asking if I want to leave the wormhole, which honestly that's actually kind of convenient because we're also at the end of this episode.
Yeah. Haha, technical difficulties.
Yeah. So let's just get this over with.
Yeah. Well, see, that was just your entire connection going crappy because got you from Skype too, not just the game.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's probably like you living so close to the Arctic, your like internet line froze or something.
That's unlikely.
Yeah, I know. I mean, dude, my country's getting sodomized by another Mother Nature this week, so.
Alright, come on, load us into Deep Space Nine.
Snowstorms and part of it, tornadoes and part of it. Thankfully, none of those parts where I live.
It's karma.
Probably. That's
Oh,
what we get for
there we are.
winning it at hockey. Sort of winning at hockey.
Sort of?
I don't know. I heard like the women's bracket we won, the gold in the Olympics. I haven't been following the Olympics at all. So I could be wrong.
No.
This is just what I hear.
Canada won.
Oh, Canada won? Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
And then earlier today we beat you guys in the semifinals
Yay!
for the men. So
Wait, that means we have to keep Bieber, right?
I don't know.
That was like one of the joke things I heard. It was a billboard with Justin Bieber. It says
All right, what you guys are weird, but whatever.
well, that wasn't us as a country. That was the internet. The internet is its own country. It should have its own representatives in the Olympics, except
That's not true.
very few.
All right, so we have successfully. Oh,
Yeah, let's depart the Deep Space Nine system and go back to Deep Space Nine.
yeah. Captain Curlin thinks that we returned the Rapier out of the goodness of our hearts.
Yes, we definitely did that thing that we just said.
Yeah. 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 About that.
Oh well. Personal
well.
shield.
Hey.
Worse than the one I have going on somebody.
For some reason, it thinks I need to do it again. But whatever. That's this episode for us.
Yay!
Well, thank you all for watching, and next time we'll continue doing a few more missions in the Dominion episode series.
Hopefully less, disconnecting from the internet.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Would be. You know what else be nice? Ice, water, and hell.
Yeah, I mean, we did have that. I mean, it was pretty hot when we were down there in Klingon Hell.
Yeah, it was. It's kind of bullshit, man.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time.
Bye, everybody.